Here in the family of the column, as you can see, here we got two options, cut with void and also automatically join geometry vols to, and also show family per cut in plan views, which is checked by default. And as we worked on these, as we add the architectural columns and then we join them to the walls, they inherit the materials of the walls, as you can see right here. And if we want to separate their materials, we just need to uncheck automatically join geometry to walls. Watch this. If I uncheck this and then I override the existing version like this, then again if I add more columns even at the center of the walls, then you'll see they are not joined to the walls and they do not inherit the materials of the walls as well. And if I check automatically join to the walls, watch this, they are joined to the walls that they are intersecting. This is one of the useful items that you can use it in your projects. Well done, that it is checked by default. The next item, let's see, show family per cut in plan views. In Revit software, when we create an architectural column like this, you may have some other elements along the column. For instance, you may want to use extrusion and draw some other geometry just to make it more decorative like this along the column, along the height. I add this, then I finish the changes. However, I can make some other copies. Watch this, and drawing this at the other side of the column like this way. Then I draw the arc, and I may want to add another one at the top. It doesn't make difference here. I just want to talk about this. I select align, then I align these elements to the with the column, and then I lock them. Watch this. Great. Then I join them by this way. Here is the result. Then as you can see, it is checked, show family cutting views. Then I override it. Watch this. Let's see. Let me put these two side of each other and also opening the plan of the family. Watch this to check to just compare them. In the project environment, here if I set the view range, watch to 1000, watch this, it is changing, or 500. As you can see, it is affecting the columns. I get back to the family environment. Then if I uncheck show family per cut in plans view, it means that if we import a family into the project, the settings of the view range will affect on the columns. But sometimes you create such a column and you don't want the view range to affect on the elements of the column or the column itself. Okay, if I want the profile to be visible, here I click on the reveal lower level. Watch this, lower reference level. I click on it and then I click on edit a view range. If you click on the profile in the plan view, you won't have access to these adjustments. But if you click on lower reference level, then you can check the settings of that view. Okay, then here in view range, I click on edit like this way, and then I set this to 100. Here, as you can see, we have moved the cut plane downward. This time I uncheck show family per cut in plan views. Then I load it, overriding the existing version. In fact, if I uncheck this parameter, then I load it into the project or the family or project actually, then the view range of the project will be changed disregarding the adjustment of the view range in the family. If I set it to 2300s, watch this, they are changing all. But if I get back to the family and if I change the view range that I have set 100 for it, this time I check show family per cutting plan view, and then if I load it into the project, then we won't be able to change the view range in the project. Again, I select and then I add them like this. But the previous one, like this, it's because that we have joined it with the vol and then we have unjoined it. I move it. Or if I add the families again, this won't happen again. All in all, when we check this parameter, it considers the adjustments of the view range of the family in the project. 1200s for the height, and then I load it, overriding the existing version. But if I uncheck this and then I load it into the project, then it ignores the adjustments of the view range of the family. So we can change the view range in the project and cutting the columns. And this is a very important point, especially for the decorative columns that may include many geometries. So we can specify an exact or certain height of column and make it visible in the project, that we set the adjustment in the family, not in the project. And this was all about the architectural column as a decorative element.